I ask you to work with this one. A cosine omega t plus B sine omega t. حد رسمها؟ حد حصل الرسمة؟ حد رسم هذه؟ كانت كم 3 ولا 4؟ 3 cosine 314t minus 4 sine 314t. حد رسم هذه؟ ما يصير ما شاء الله انتو في 40 عددكم ولا واحد يعني يحاول ولا حد يعطينا شيء نقول لنا طلابنا مهتمين
دكتور انا حليتها لكن ما رسمتها، ما عرفت ارسمها.
اي anyway okay put in your mind if we have same omega here هذه omega and this is omega بالضبط نفس الشيء 314t 314t, then the outcome from this one is a pure sinusoid. بعد يعطيني sinusoid. Okay, except that it is different in magnitude. Cosine same omega minus theta. Okay, what is C? C actually it is just a square plus b square under root. And what is theta? It is tan inverse of b divided by a. Okay, ولكن هي pure sinusoid. So you can write it in terms of cosine or sine, اللي تبي. Okay, for this one, then it is equal to 3 square plus 4 square and the root, so it is equal to 5. Cosine 314t tan inverse minus tan inverse minus 4 divided by 3, which is equal to minus 53. Minus minus, we will get plus 0.13. فهذه pure sinusoid. If you want to write it in terms of sine, so then it is equal to 5 sine. We know that sine theta plus 90, it is equal to cosine. So then just you need to add 90 here, so it becomes 143. So if you plot it, you will get this pure sinusoid. Okay, هذه حق اللي سويناه, which is 3. ما يكتبها هنا. I cannot write it here. So it's 3 cosine omega t minus 4 sine omega t. لاحظ هذه 0. So approximately here, as an angle, it is equal to 40 something, 50 something. Okay, لأن هذه 180, so in the middle it's 90. So then this is around 50 something and 53 as angle. لكن هي pure sinusoid with amplitude equal to 5. Okay, and there is a shift. ما بدت من الزيرو same as الساين. الساين بتبدأ من هنا والكوساين تبدأ maximum here, so it is not 0 nor 90, so then it is something here according to the formula that we have. Okay, الشاهد إن if we have يعني sine or cosine with the same omega we added together, then output or outcome, then it will be pure sinusoid but different magnitude. ما كانت 3 ولا كانت 4 صارت 5, and it is not 0 or this is 0, this is 90. Okay, so it is not 0, not 90, it is 53. Okay, the second one that I ask you to do it also, it is same except that we have here 3 cosine 314t minus 4 sine 62at. Okay, this one we don't have a formula. So if we have a different frequencies, يعني هذه, so ايش صاير بطيء اليوم؟ هذه غير عندي. So I cannot apply this formula now. هذه الفورمولا ما تمشي وياها. So then here we have it is periodic signal, yes, because this sine plus cosine or cosine plus sine, it is periodic signal, but it is not a pure sinusoid. لاحظ الرسمة مالت الحين. So you will get something like this. This is, we call it, it is sinusoid with harmonics. مو pure sine ولا pure cosine, so it is يعني many sines or many cosines added together with different frequencies. So here we have only 2. نسميها sinusoid with harmonics. واضح? And how to add it, it's point by point. So you need to draw the first one, plot the sine, then plot cosine, add point by point, and طبعا by MATLAB you can do it directly. أي سؤال هنا؟ Any question?
Clear, doctor.
Okay. طيب خلوني أفتح لكم هاي بعد. Where is it? Okay, so I upload homework. It is not homework, actually, it is tutorial. It is for your benefit. So just solve it yourself. My advice is don't ask anyone for solution, okay? try to do it yourself. If you have any question, then we can discuss it in tutorial. But to try many times until you reach to the correct solution. Okay, so it is all in the revision, complex, and finding the equation, plotting x square, okay, and using identities. Okay, so you have all these, you can start working on this homework or tutorial. يمكن ناخذ quiz next week, so we'll see. اوكي، في شيء على التايمينج، في مجموعة قالوا لي بيتأكدون بس. ما حد يتكلم من الصبح. اوكي، ما ادري الحين ننقل الى نعم.
ما 371 يتكلمون يعني، مفروض هم اللي قالوا لك بيشوفون يا الدكتور.
ما ادري والله، ما حد راضي يتكلم، ايش دراني فيهم الحين.
دكتور،
نعم،
أغلب الظن يمكن يكون نصوت التصويت الثالث، الخيار الثالث، يعني أغلب الظن.
ليش؟
ما أدري، يمكن أنا ما أعرف المادة هاي دكتور 371.
هو كانوا يعني يمكن 3 4 وقالوا بيشوفون الدكتورة وخلاص يعني. كانت واحدة ما أدري موجودة ولا لا، عقيلة يمكن في السكشن 2 قالت بترد علينا. Okay, so خلونا نقول, so from next week we're going to start with the يعني new timing. يمكن في section 2 فإذا في شيء بخليهم يكتبون لكم في الجروب. otherwise يعني بنبدأ احنا على تايمينج مالتنا اللي هي اتفقنا متى، متى الاتفاق كان؟ واحد يذكرنا.
TH دكتور.
TH from
T4 to 6 and H45.
tutorial
Sunday.
from
ما أتذكر دكتور صراحة.
شوفوا في طبعا في الكومن جروب. TH from 4 to 5:15. So والله مو كاتب عن التوتوريال تايم. tutorial time الساعة كم يوم الأحد؟ Anyway, I'm going to check it with section 2. Okay, so let me start a new topic. So it is signals. Okay, how we define the signals? He said that signals information. Okay, so we are transferring some information. It could be one dimension, it could be more than one dimension, one variable, more than one variable. اوكي يمكن لها بعدين، لها 3 أبعاد. مثل الصورة، ممكن يكون بعدين الصورة. if you send image it could be only width and height, or it could be 3D image, so then you have X, Y, and Z. We use signal actually in many applications. You are familiar with sinusoid signal, okay, and you use it actually. Circuit one, yes, we use it. We use sinusoid from chapter 9 circuit. Another type of signal, we have a square signal. Okay, the square signal ممكن يكون like this، ممكن يكون مع 0. This is T, this is T. And this is also, we use it before. هذه استخدمناها في الديجيتال. It is high and low. So 1 and 0, 1 and 0. This is 1, this is 0, this is 1, this is 0. So we use this type of signal. And we have هذه نسميها sawtooth. This is also, you are going to use it in control. اللي خذوا 381 فاستخدموا هذه. إذا ما أخذت 381 then you are going to use it in control. So we have a lots of signals that we use it. زي شفناهم يعني من قبل. Okay, as we said that to generate signal here, then you need a system. So this signal as input, we call it is x of t. So it's coming signal. Then here is the process, the system multi. Okay, to understand the signal, and there is some action. Okay, y of t. This is output. Okay, if the signal, if the input, for example, is traffic light signal, so it is red, then يعني أنا أسوي له process the signal, okay, and process it, then I am going to take action, okay, press the brake pedal, لازم أتوقف, you need to stop here. So this is your output. لا يمكن يكون في system without signal or signal without system. فلذلك لما نقول signals, so it is signals and systems all together. This signal, it could be continuous. Continuous, it means that something like this. Positive, negative, any values. Okay, so this is continuous signal. So it means that I know what is the value of x of t at any specific time. Okay, so at time, for example, if this is, let me say 10, then if you want to find value of x of t at 1, so you can find it here, 2 here, okay, 15, let me say that here. So this is continuous, متصلة على طول, okay? And another type of signal is discrete. So this is, we put it as x of t, while for a discrete, we put it as x of n. Okay, and it is defined only at integer. So 0, 1, 2, 3. -1, -2, -3. Okay, it would be 1, for example, that is 0. This is -2. this is 2, for example, 0, 0, and here 0.5, and so on. So if this signal defined for a limited period from for example, from minus a 3 to 3, then we call it as finite signal, finite discrete signal. With a mumtadda, okay, then it is infinite. So it is going to plus infinity and minus infinity. So we have two things. هذه continuous. Okay, so always for continuous we used x of t, and this is discrete, we use x of n. Okay, from where actually? Discrete, it's coming from continuous. Discrete مو جاية من فراغ يعني. And we actually work with a discrete most of the time. مثلا, if you use a loop in your computer, you are going to write, for example, n equal to 0 to 10. As a default number, it is 1. So let me say that you want to store the data of x. So then you are going to store the value at 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. So it is discrete. You are not storing 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Okay, if you want, you can put 0.5, for example. Then you are storing at 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, and so on. لكن هذه كلها discrete. So we don't have a value at 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.6, and so on. So then this is discrete. Okay, so فهذه discrete. It is not continuous like this. Continuous, it means that it is defined for all t. أما discrete, no, it is just defined at some interval. Okay, here I'm taking 0.5 sampling. Sampling rate, it is equal to 0.5. فمعناته as an integer. So this is at 0, this is at 0.5, this is the value at 1, this is the value at 1.5, and so on. طيب. Let me say that I have this signal and I want to store it in my computer. Okay, طبعا في النهاية, if you are doing some experiment in the lab, so you are not taking all the values 100%. يعني if you do simple R's, okay, this is current, so you want to plot V versus I, فما بتاخذ انت كل الvalues. You are taking, for example, different voltage, 0, for example, 2, 4, 6, but you are not measuring at 1.1, 0.05, 0.0001. أنت قاعد تاخذها as a discrete, not a continuous. Okay, but from this discrete as a value, you are going to change it to continuous. So when you plot it, you will get something like this. Okay, this is your current and this is your voltage. أنا أبي شنو؟ أبي from discrete, if I store these values inside my computer, then I retrieve. Okay, I call back data, I should get continuous, but continuous is the same as the original one. واضح? So then here, if you take a sampling, يعني إذا خليت الريت sampling rate TS, for example, equal to, let me say it's very high, it is equal to 4. So what do we get? تحصل values like this. At 0, you'll get this value. Okay. So you will get this value. And you will get at 4, this value. At 8, this value. At -4, this value. And at -8, this value. So you will get something like this. That is 0, 4, 8, -4, -8. Then if you store data in your computer like this, okay, so can we get the original waveform from this؟ ما بيعطيني. عدل فإذا جيت أنا خزنت هاي الداتا which is equal to here 2، فقاعد أخزن 2 2 2 2 2 at all. ففي النهاية if you call back, okay, from your computer, then you will get something like this. It is 2 constant. So this is t, and this is x of t, which is different than the original signal. ليش? Because your sampling rate is very high. واضح؟ طيب. If we take TS equal to 2, then you will get يعني T equal to 2, then you will get every 2, then you will get here, 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 here. But again, it is same. بعد بتحصل something like this. Again, هذه لا تساوي original one. But if you take T sampling rate equal to 1, for example, then you will get this value, then here, then this value, then here, then this value, then this, and so on. Okay, so you will get something like this. Is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4. So at 0, it is equal to 2. At 1, it is equal to كم هذه 6. 2 equal to 2, then it is equal to -1 here. Then it is 2. Here -1. The 2. Then 3. Sorry, 6. Then 2, and so on. Okay, now. Again, if you call the data from your computer and you try to change it to continuous, then you will get something like this. هذه 2 رايحة فوق نازلة تحت. So you will get something like this, which is again different than the original one. So what to do? شو أسوي؟ Take a smaller TS. Okay, so instead of taking instead of taking 1, then take 0.1. Take 0.1, you will get this. Okay, tell me now, what is the advantage of this and what is disadvantage of this one? They're very small. Advantage is clear. انتوا راقدين يا جماعة ولا وياي ولا شنو؟
طلع لي الحقيقية لا.
اوكي. شنو disadvantage؟
ما أقدر أسويها يعني أنا. لازم يكون بيوصل.
If you call the data, هذه data طبعا discrete but at 0.1, and if you call the data then you will get يعني something very close to the original. A disadvantage that we are taking lots of memory. ليش؟ لأن قاعد أخذ 0.1. 0.1 قاعد أخذ كل البوينتس. Maybe I don't need it. Maybe at 0.5 it's better. Okay, instead of taking 1, then 0.5 I could get better, and I can recall data and get something very close to the original one. فالTS هذه مشكلة. هذه TS if you are taking very high معناته you are losing data. فما بيعطيك الشكل الحقيقي correct data. And if you are taking very small then you need lots of memory. يعني تخيل أنت بتخزن هذه فأنت بتخلص كل يعني واحد يقول لي better وال best is to take 0.000001 step. Yes, I would say yes, it's better. But then you need يعني lots of memory for nothing. Okay, just storing these. Okay, and you can get the original by using TS only, which is equal to 0.5 or 0.25. So you don't need all these data to be stored in your computer. الشاهد ان كل احنا الديسكريت نجيبها من الكونتينيوس. الاساس كل شيء في الحياه عندي continuous. اللايتنج سيجنال continuous. اوكي، الحراره continuous. اوكي، فكل شيء في الدنيا عندي continuous، ولكن عشان استطيع ان اتعامل معها احولها الى discrete. طيب، there is some properties of signals we need to know it. يعني first instantaneous value. بعدين is it periodic signal or not? How to find average value, root mean square, effective value. Is it power signal or energy signal? If there is any symmetry or not. So هذه أشياء أساسية. Okay, instantaneous value. First one, what is the instantaneous value? شنو instantaneous value? حد يقدر يقول لي شنو instantaneous value؟
القيمة اللحظية اللي في اللحظة نفسها.
بالضبط، أيوة. So then it is when we say that, for example, here x at, for example, at 4. بقيمة ال x here at 4. لاحظوا x at 4, so this is 4, فمعناته it is equal to 2. ف2 هي ال instantaneous value. أما ال 4 we call it is instant time. So this one, this 4, هذه ال instant time, and the value here it is instantaneous value. Okay, سهلة جدا ال instantaneous value. القيمة في لحظة ما، لحظة معينة. Okay. Okay, so let me see one example here. Okay, let me say that ايش بطيء صاير اليوم؟ يمكن وايد اشياء انا فاتحة. So let me say that this is equal to 1. This is 0.4. Okay, ممكن واحد يقول لي what is the value, instantaneous value at, طبعا at 0.1 it is very clear. At 0.1 it is equal to 1. هذا. But what is the value at 0.05?
Approximately 0.8.
هم؟
Approximately 0.8.
شلون ما نبي approximately نبي exact.
.7
0.5
7.5
1
ما يصير 1. 0.1 equal to 1 and ال 0.05 كم؟ أظن هني واضحة جدا. نعم
0.7.
Okay, هني واضحة جدا it is 0.7. Okay, why? Because from here to here it is 0.1 and this is in the middle, so then this is linear, so for sure that it will be in the middle between 1 and 0.4, so which is equal to 0.7. Yes. Okay, لكن لو get at 0.3 x 0.03 equal to what? شلون أطلعها بعد؟
undefined.
ما يصير undefined. 0.03 it is somewhere here. 0.03 لها value and الصفر لها value. 0.03 there is some value here أكيد greater than 0.4. Okay, how to find it?
لازم نطلع السلوب دكتور.
بعدين بعد السلوب. Slope equal to كم؟ 1 minus 0.4 divided by 0.1. عدل? So it is equal to 6. طلعت السلوب. بعدين
دكتور الجواب 0.42.
قول لي شلون، انا ما ابي الجواب الحين.
هو أنا خليت قيمة تساوي إكس وسويت من مقياس طلع القيمة المفروض.
الحين عندي أنا هذه. So try to find the equation of this line.
60 plus 0.5.
الطريقة الصحيحة. And this line احنا ايش قاعدين نتعلم احنا عيل من أول أسبوع. This line it's equal to the slope. I have y-intercept, so it is equal to slope 6 multiplied by t plus y-intercept, which is equal to 0.4. So then at الحين خلاص إذا عرفت القانون مال اللاين at 0.03 then it is equal to ليش صاير بطيء هذا اليوم 6 multiplied by 0.03 plus 0.4. That's equal to كم هذه 118 ليش
0.58.
6.03 plus 0.4 so 0.58. فما يبي له بالتقريب ولا حد يبي له يخمن كم ولا شيء عندك شيء من هالقبيل لازم تطلع equation then you can find it. Similarly, if I say what is the value of x at 0.3 يعني you should know how to find it now. 0.3125 which is somewhere here. Okay, بس ما أبي أحد يعطيني بالتقريب. ليش؟ لأن you need to find the equation of this line. Then from the equations, just substitute t to find the value. So t, all these, we call it is instant time. فلما أقول عند 0.1, 0.05, 0.03, 0.3125 high instant time. And x at instant time, which is equal to 1.7, this is, we call it instantaneous value. واضح؟
واضح.
Okay. Okay, this signal, we call it this periodic signal. Okay, why it's periodic? Because it is repeating itself. يعني لو تلاحظ النقطة ذي حق الحصة القادمة يبيني أسوي ريستارت. لو تلاحظ النقطة هذه it's repeating itself here. قاعدة تكرر روحها. So repeating here, repeating here. So then this is, we call it is periodic signal. طبعا periodic معناته هي مواصلة from minus infinity to plus infinity. فهذه periodic. And the distance between the point and equal point, which means that x at t plus t equal to x of t for all t, this time we call it is period. يعني هذه النقطة تكرر روحها هني, so then from here to here it is period t. مو necessary to measure it from here to here, but ولكن من أي point, for example from here to here, so then this is period. نفس الشيء. أي point تتكرر روحها هذه البوينت to تكرارها, so then from here to here it is period. واضح؟ فهذه البيريد. Is this true for أي شيء نقوله حق الكونتينيوس؟ بيكون ينطبق على الديسكريت. Okay, unless if we said no, for a discrete we have to do this. Like in general, yeah, x of n plus n capital, which is the period for discrete, equal to x of n for all n. Then if n exists, same as t exists, then this is, we call it, it is periodic signal. طيب. What is the period here in this example? كم t?
0.2.
0.2 second, huh? طيب. Then if we know what is t, then we can calculate the frequency. What is the frequency? It is equal to 1 over t, which is 1 over 0.2, and 1 over 0.2 it is equal to 5. Frequency, we measure it in hertz, or it is cycle per second. نفس المعنى, ها? Hertz or cycle per second. Okay, also angular speed. Angular speed is equal to 2 pi f, which is equal to 2 pi divided by t, because 1 over t equal to f. So this f equal to 1 over t. So then it is equal to 2 pi multiplied by 5, which is equal to 10 pi. And angular speed, we measure it on radian per second. Okay, طيب. If we continue here, عرفنا ان البيريود this is 0.6, and then معناته this one will be at 0.8. This one will be at 1. بعدين at 1.2 and so on. Each one period we call it, it is one cycle. فهذه, it is one cycle from here to here. Okay, so here we have how many cycles?
5 cycles.
نعم.
5.
5. So from here to here, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5. So then from here until here, we have 5 cycles. See, sorry, It's not, it's until here. This is 5 cycles. For this reason, we said it is 5 cycles per second. In 1 second, we have 5 cycles. So 5 cycles, it means that it's repeating itself in 1 second 5 times. عشان كذي نسميها 5 hertz or 5 cycle per second. طيب. How to find period? طبعا ساعات if you have x of t, then it is very easy to find a period. But let me say that we have sine and cosine. So sine and cosine, it is sine omega t. How to find the period for sine or cosine? So given omega, إذا عندي الأوميجا, we know that omega equal to 2 pi divided by t. So then from here, t equal to 2 pi divided by omega. This is the period. دائما sine and cosine, when you see sine and cosine, then it is periodic, 100%. With a period equal to 2 pi divided by whatever you have a number here. Okay, so then if I say that cosine 314t, is it periodic? Directly, yes. What is the period? T, it is equal to 2 pi divided by 314. And if you calculate this one, then it is equal to 5 milliseconds, I think. Yes, because this is pi multiplied by 100, pi cancel with a pi. No, it is 0.02, it is 20 milliseconds. واضح هذه ولا جماعة راقدين من الصباح؟
واضح دكتور.
طيب, what's about this one? Another example. اتفقنا أي sine أي cosine, it's periodic with a period equal to 2 pi divided by omega. What's about this? Is it periodic?
No.
periodic.
هل periodic ولا لا؟ إذا periodic كمل period وإذا مو periodic why؟
Not periodic.
Okay, خلنا نشوف. Okay, a t, which we say that it is equal to 2 pi over omega, it's only for this, huh? Move for square, cube, and others. ولكن square, cube to the 4, it is again always periodic. Always periodic. How to find a period for this one? We need to linearize this one. Use the identity here. Okay, so this equal to half multiplied by 1 minus cosine 2 omega t, 20 pi t. Then it is half multiplied by 1, so this is DC, high constant value. And half multiplied by cosine, so this is periodic. So then if you add this with this, then for sure you will get sine or cosine. Just it is shifted because this is constant. We add some constant value to sine or to cosine, so it is shifted up or shifted down. فإذا هذه أكيد periodic. Period of this one, this is constant. Period is equal to frequency equal to zero. عدل لأن هذه DC. So 1 over z is 0 is equal to infinity. So just we have this one, the constant. So period of this, period of this one, which is equal to the period, so t equal to 2 pi divided by 20 pi. So it is 1 over 10, so 0.1 second. احنا كلامنا على continuous, so then if you have sine or cosine, sine square, it is always periodic. نفس الشيء if you have sine to the power of 4, sine to the power of 3, okay? So it is always periodic. How to solve this sine? Sine cube 10 pi t. ما بكملها انتو كملوها لكن it is equal to sine 10 pi t multiplied by sine square, and sine square it is equal to half 1 minus cosine 20 pi t. Okay, then it is equal to half sine 10 pi t هذه ضرب ذي, so it is half sine minus half sine 10 pi t multiplied by cosine 20 pi t. Okay, is it periodic? Yes, it is periodic. Okay, خلونا نشوف هاي شلون نطلع البيريد مالتها. Okay, for this side we know what is the period. هذه سهلة. Okay, it is just for this term, it is just 2 pi divided by 10 pi. But what's about this? شلون أتعامل وياها هذه؟ Again, we need to linearize this one. Sine multiplied by cosine equal to what? شنو sine multiplied by cosine? Minus half. What is sine multiplied by cosine? It is again half. Sine subtraction, so 10 minus 20, so 10 pi t with a minus, let's say minus, plus sine addition, which is 30 pi t. Okay, افتح الأقواس الحين. So from here we have half multiplied by half multiplied by sine 10 pi t, so 1 over 4 minus multiplied by minus plus half, so half plus 1 over 4, so it is 3 over 4 sine 10 pi t minus half multiplied by half 1 over 4 sine 30 pi t. Okay, اللي قلنا من ساعة إن الساين is periodic, cosine periodic, sine square periodic. Okay, sine cube مفروض periodic. But the result of sine cube, it is sine plus sine. Again, it is periodic. So sine plus sine, sine plus cosine, cosine plus sine, cosine plus cosine, always periodic. How to find the period of this one? لاحظوا يا هنا. Okay, period of this one, that we name it as T1. Okay, it is equal to 2 pi divided by 10 pi, which is 1 over 5. طبعا البيريد ما له علاقة به. This is the amplitude. Positive, negative, 1 over 4, 1 over 10 ما له علاقة. And the period for this one, which is T2, equal to 2 pi divided by 30 pi. So 1 over 15. لاحظ شنو period, as we said that periods mean that it's repeating itself, which means that this one is going to repeat itself every 1 over 5 seconds. So it is 1 over 5, and next one will be 2 over 5. بعدين بيصير 3 over 5, 4 over 5, and so on. This one, again, it's going to repeat itself every 1 over 15. So 1 over 15, then 2 over 15, then 3 over 15, 4 over 15, adding 5 over 15, and so on. Okay, how to find common period? The common period is the minimum common between the two. Okay, شنو المينيمم common؟ لاحظ هذه 1 over 5. And here it is 3 over 15. So this is common. So then the period is the lowest is common between the two, then t will be equal to 1 over 5, which is equal to 0.2 seconds. So then the period for t cubed 10 pi t, period مالتها is equal to 0.2 second. واضح؟
واضح.
إذن sine, cosine, it's always periodic. طيب, what's about this x of t equal to e to the power of minus 2t cosine 5 pi t? Is this one periodic?
No, doctor.
نعم.
No, because E not periodic.
Okay, even though that we have here function of cosine, but it's multiplied by another function. إذا هذه مو periodic, then non-periodic multiplied by periodic, we will get non-periodic. We are familiar with this one from circuit 2, exponential decay of cosine. يعني إذا واحد رسمها بتطلع something like this. وهذه non-periodic. Okay, هذه non-periodic signal. Okay, similarly, if it is t multiplied by cosine, non-periodic. فأي function t بروحها, it is not periodic. So multiplied by periodic, so we'll get non-periodic signal. Okay. What's about discrete? قبل الديسكريت if there is another way to find period t instead of doing like this, في طريقة ثانية. Oh, yes, especially if we have, for example, height 10 pi, بعدين 20 pi, بعدين 7 pi, like this. So how to find the period? يعني خلنا نقول as example, if T1 equal to 1/7, okay, T2 equal to 1/10, T3 equal to 1/20. Okay, what is period T? هاي كلهم جايين من from the sign, okay? طلعت من هني مثلا okay, طلعت from something like this, sine plus cosine. So we have T1, T2. Okay, so how to find T? هذه الأساس وليس T1, T2, T3. I want to find a T for the signal X of T, not T1, T2, T3. هذه كلهم helping me to find a T. حد يعرف شلون؟
مشترك اللي يساوون بعض لا.
وين الحين المشترك؟
ندور.
وين شلون ندور الحين؟ نروح لكم؟
2.7 3.7 كذي.
زين بعدين وين أوصل؟
لما أوصل لشيء يساوون بعض ثلاثتهم.
أي الحين إذا كلامك مثل ما تفضلت، إذا بقعد بسوي الطريقة الأولى يمكن هني بعد تشتغل معك، لكن لو قلت لك هذه 700 هذه 1500 هذه 2050 مثلا، بعدين لوين أنا أروح أدور؟ الصفحة كلها تنترس وما حصل الكومن يمكن عدل. فإذا هذه الطريقة ما تنفع إلا for يعني small values، لكن إذا عندي large صعب إنه أوجدها. واضح؟ Just think about it. Okay, حاولوا فيها. And we are going to try it next lecture. أو إنه في التوتوريال نشوفها. فإذا الأمور مشت إنه خلاص صار اللاتشر Tuesday, Thursday, then Sunday we are going to take tutorial. أظن tutorial ما أدري والله ساعة كم اتفقنا عليه. الحين أنا ما أذكر، أنتوا الحين 31 واحد كلكم بعد ما تذكرون 30 واحد حاضر وياي.
الساعة 4 يمكن دكتور قلت.
أوكي الساعة 4. فإذا صار الاتفاق مع سكشن 2 فمبدئيا نقول خلاص إنه يكون في توتوريال ساعة 4. التوتوريال معناته كل واحد يجيب أسئلته إذا عنده سؤال، وإذا يعني صار في وقت وأنتوا خلصت أسئلتكم أنا بحط سؤال وأنتوا تحلونه وبعدين أنا أحله like this. أوكي، فإحنا قلنا من 4 ل 5 plus. أي سؤال؟ any question؟
دكتور.
نعم.
دكتور تعطينا تقسيم الدرجات؟
بعطيك تقسيم الدرجات يعني، لكن ناطر بس شنو في النهاية شي يصير القرار مال النهائي عن الميد تيرم. إذا كان حضوري فبيكون 30 only one mid term، فللحين مو finalize 100%. لكن أنت عندك هذه التقسيمة واضحة، يعني إذا يعني 30% اختبار نص الفصل، 40% عندك الفاينل، وبعدين عندك 30 الثانية اللي هي الأسايمنت والكويزز. مبدئيا حطينا حق الأسايمنت 12 وحق الكويزز 18، هاي 30 درجة. التقسيمة واضحة، يعني 30% تقسم بين الأسايمنت وبين الكويزز، وعندك اللي هناك 30 و40 هاي اللي ما نقدر نقيسهم. فما في يعني الحسبة مو بمعقدة أنه على كل بوينتس كذا وعلى كل هذه كم درجة. واضح؟
تمام دكتور، يعطيك العافية.
حياك الله. أي سؤال ثاني؟ أوكي، بالتوفيق جميعا، نشوفكم على خير إن شاء الله. السلام عليكم.